Good morning, and thank you for joining us for this episode of SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton. Very excited today to bring on one of our long-standing partners with American House, Miss Tammy Schieb. How are you this morning, Tammy?
Great. Nice to see you. Good to be
Nice
here.
to see you. Thank you so much. We appreciate your partnership so much. And the purpose of today's interview is really to get to know the folks behind the scenes that make the community run. So tell me a little bit about yourself and your background, Tammy.
Well, actually, I came to senior living more in the second half of my career life. Originally, I started my career after college in accounting. I have an accounting degree, and I practiced accounting for a few years, and then I took some time off to raise our children. And then when we were empty nesters and I was ready to get back into my career, I had a very good friend at the time who was medical director of a huge senior living company, and he encouraged me to explore senior living. So I did. I took his advice, and I ended up in a marketing position. Started out with Emeritus Senior Living, which was then acquired by Brookdale. And I have been in this industry now going on 10 years. And it's been wonderful. I feel this was really what I was meant to do. And, my experience leading up to this has all been very helpful and has, put me in a better position to do this.
Oh yes, I'm sure your background in accounting has really helped as well. There's so many different, things that make us who we are and better at what we do.
Yes. And just being at this point in my life with parents who are also now in a position who are in senior living, it's just given me the perspective, a different perspective that I wouldn't have had at another time.
Yeah, I love doing these interviews and getting to know the people behind the scenes, for sure. My very first job with senior living was working at the same community that my great grandmother lived in when I was 13, and I would come visit her from Georgia. So
wow, everything goes full circle.
It does. It does. Now you're at the American House in Sarasota. Tell us a little bit about that community. How long is it? It's relatively new. So tell us a little bit about the community, what they offer, and how long it's been there.
Absolutely. So the actual structure is not new. This is a community that was established 30 years ago and has undergone extensive renovations over the years. We were originally known as Waterside, and that was a well-known name in Sarasota. And American House acquired us back in December of 2020. And we have continued to renovate and refresh since they've taken over. And actually the big project going on right now is memory care. We're redeveloping part of our property for memory care. We will have, that should be completed in January. And the plan for our memory care is that we'll have, I want to get this straight, we have 35 units available. So some of those will be shared and some studios.
Okay, awesome. There you go. So I remember when it was Waterside. I completely have forgotten about that.
Right. And that's really what people still remember us as. So when you told that story about visiting your grandparent, we've actually had those similar stories where family members will say, oh my goodness, I used to bring my daughter here to perform when it was Waterside. The Brownies came, or the dance studio came.
Yes. That's awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear that they're bringing in memory care. It's definitely a needed extra level of care for our seniors.
Right, and we feel like it will support our current population as well. It's just great to have it here for our current residents and for those who are coming on board and want that continuum.
Yes,
so
absolutely. So primarily independent living. How many apartments did you say you had in independent living?
Well, actually, we have both independent living, assisted living, and then memory care. With independent living, we have two offerings. We have villas and garden residences.
Mhm.
Both are very unique. They overlook our lake, which is the center part of our property. They're 1,500 square feet, which is, a nice size, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath.
Yeah.
And they all the amenities are available to those folks in the main building, which is where we have the assisted living and
Awesome.
memory care.
All right. Well, if anybody's interested in having a personal tour by Tammy, please check the chat above and give her a call. We appreciate your partnership so very much.
Yes,
And we look forward to touring the community in person very soon.
absolutely. We'll have you do that. Thank